Chat GPT-5 is here, and it could possibly change the way you bid on government contracts. My name is Godwin. I'm founder of the AI GovCon, that community members have won over $20 million in government contracts. And today we're going to be talking about Chat GPT-5. And realistically, there's a problem. There's a massive problem with prime contractors who have the ambition to bid on government contracts consistently. They are struggling. I've talked to hundreds of contractors across the United States at this point, almost moving into the thousands. They are struggling to bid on government contracts. And they aren't struggling because they're not qualified. The struggle is not a result of not having the proper paperwork. In fact, it's not because they're not intelligent. The struggle actually comes from not having the ability to maneuver through the administrative pain that exists in government contracting. So much so that I've seen many people join the community and leave in 2 months because they decided that this line of work was not for them, even with the AI tools. So the administrative work is truly a burden for most people who, one, haven't experienced it, two, don't have a career where they have to consistently deal with that volume of information. So the administrative pain is backbreaking, and many people give up after their second bid. But what kind of administrative work are you talking about? That's what some of you might be asking right now. What do I mean by administrative work? Well, I'll tell you if you calm down and let me, okay? But before I tell you, if you're looking for a way to select your industry, you're looking for a way to break down government contracts with ease, find subcontractors as a prime contractor, and you're also looking for a way to write proposals for your government contract without breaking a sweat, I suggest that you use the link in the description to join, or rather to buy the ebook, Government Contracting Without Tears. It comes with a free video of me putting together a full proposal. But the first problem that most small business owners have to face is actually making sense of the government contract that's directly in front of them. A government contract is not a walk in the park to read. It's not written in fifth grade language, and it's certainly not straightforward. You need to put the pieces together in order for you to understand exactly what the government is looking for. And perhaps you're not going for a government solicitation. Perhaps you're going for a sources sought. And with a sources sought, you're going to find that you also need to do some research. You also need to understand exactly what they're looking for. So either way, you're going to need to make sense of the requirements that the government are asking for. Second thing is finding the right subcontractor, finding the right partner as a prime contractor. I'm believing that most of the people who watch these videos are intending to be prime contractors for the federal government. And sometimes you're going to be handling projects that are not in your state. Sometimes you're going to be handling projects that are not exactly in the industry that you have experience in, meaning that you're going to need partners. You're going to need a couple of subcontractors that you can rely on to handle other parts of the job. How do you find them? How do you reach out to them? This is one of the challenges that many small business owners, many prime contractors face when it's time for them to bid on government contracts. And we can't forget writing of proposals. Some contracts require proposals. Other contracts require you to fill out a form. But either way, you're going to need to know how to write a proposal, to have like a written setup, whether it's an executive summary, technical approach, putting together a pricing sheet. And this is a layer of administrative work that a lot of people do not want to recognize. Yes, maybe you have the ability to write out a great technical proposal or write out a proposal, but do you have the ability to format? What if the government asked you to put the margins in a certain way or change the fonts in a certain way? Do you have the ability to format? These are layers of administrative skills that many CEOs, CFOs, and top officials in businesses don't have the time to do. And these activities move the needle in your government contracting business. So what is the change? On this channel, we have been talking about AI. So this is not exactly new. But what we have today is ChatGPT-5. There's no more ChatGPT-4, ChatGPT-4o. Everything has been integrated into this ChatGPT-5 model. And we will be talking about the 3 features of ChatGPT-5 for prime contractors in 2025. The first thing that I want you to understand here is that it has something called an extended context capacity. And why does this even matter? Well, you know that government contracts are lengthy in pages, 60 pages, 200 pages. And for you to go page by page, it's going to be extremely challenging. But what if you come in contact with an issue like this? The documents is so massive that you can't upload it all at once, and you have to go part by part. Now, ChatGPT-5 has extended its capacity. You can upload all the documents, regardless of the format, into ChatGPT-5, and it will have the ability to break it down. And this is because it has a larger token window, and it means that you can upload the entire solicitation with no problems. The impact here is that speed, faster and more accurate breakdowns, and compliance checklists would be revealed to you in minutes, as opposed to spending hours putting it in part by part. And for you, you get to walk away with the proposal phase, knowing that the government contract information has been extracted correctly. Now, another thing is advanced reasoning and reduced hallucination. Now, we all know that federal contracts deal with a high level of precision. You do not want to consistently make mistakes while bidding on contracts, and any form of misinterpretation can leave you disqualified, leave your bid disqualified. With ChatGPT-5, we're hoping to see a better reduced hallucination, and this means that everything that's going to be interpreted will be more accurate. However, I'll tell you that we've created a solution within the AI GovCon, which is the AI GovCon proposal builder that actually helps you to reduce hallucination drastically. While I'm still testing with ChatGPT-5, I can tell you that if you want to use the AI GovCon proposal builder, you can join our inner circle or comment AI in the description. If I have 50 people comment AI, then I'll give it out for free. But the impact of this advanced reasoning and reduced hallucination is that you get accurate compliance interpretation, clear action items, and reliable proposal outlines. You don't want to give the government what they do not want, and you do not want to give them lies of hallucination. So you can trust your analysis with GPT-5. The last thing is proposal formatting and tone control. Winning proposals requires both compliance and persuasion. Whether it's building a relationship with the contracting officer, writing a compliant and compelling proposal, these all have to do with compliance and persuasion. GPT-5 has something called tone control and improved writing skills. So it lets you shift from very heavy jargon to very conversational, persuasion, or benefit-driven copy for your past performance, for your capability statements. And it does this based on the work that is given. So you don't really have to command it. It's going to use its own discretion, like they call it, to give you the best outputs for your proposal section. And the impact is that your proposal comes out polished, on brand, and ready to submit without the days of manual writing. So for you, what you gain is you spend less time reformatting and more time strengthening your proposal themes. And this is really what I want you to gather. How do you use this tool to write proposals that are consistently compliant to help you not burn out while you bid on government contracts? So to see how we have used ChatGPT to bid on government contracts, I really want to implore you to join our school community. There's a link in the description. Join our school community. I'll be more than happy to welcome you there personally.